Hey everyone, welcome back to Pearls of Eden. I'm so glad that you all are hanging in there with me. I am so excited to share this next video with you all. There's a lot to talk about, and there will be so much to talk about in the next season. Because there are people who think like, why should we care about politics? Why should we care about all of this stuff? Well, you can sit there and pretend like, nothing's going on around you. If that suits you, that's fine. But I find it quite interesting, and I am called to be a part of this battle, not to just sit back and watch, right? Because if you don't know, hello, we're in a spiritual battle. Hello, this is not election business as usual. No. This election is much different. And actually what the Lord gave me the other day, he was like, it's a matrix. It's like a glitch in the matrix. Typically elections work this way. Typically this is what happens, all of this, right? But he said there has been a glitch. And that glitch in the matrix is called Donald Trump, right? It's like one of those things that happens very rarely, but we are in that season and time because it's for God's purposes. So it's not business as usual. Things that usually operate in a certain way, there has been a disruptor, and that disruptor is named Donald J. Trump. All right. Well, let's get into today's clip, all right? Today, I'm going to show you a clip of a New Yorker who used to be for the other party. She said that, hey, I used to vote Democrat. I was going to vote for Joe Biden this election, but the assassination attempt really shifted and changed my perspective. And she said that she used to be a witch. Really, I don't know what she considers herself to be. She seemed to be very confused about where she is spiritually now. She seems to be shaken. And what I think it is because we're a part of this great awakening. And first is the great awakening, and then there's the shift in perspective, and people's eyes are open, and then comes the revival, right? That's why it's all interwoven and connected. And she seems confused about what she believes. She's like, I'm a witch, but then he's a star seed. She's talking about all this new age, and then she's like, well, I don't know. It was a divine encounter, intervention. Even witches and warlocks, even people who don't believe in God, what they saw on July 13th, they understand the magnitude of it. That man was not supposed to be here today, right? But God saw fit for him to be here. So no matter where people are coming from, their backgrounds in theology, religion, spirituality, people are surrounding around this concept. We know he ain't supposed to be here. We know a miracle when we see one, right? Because they have, common sense, right? So anyways, let's take a look at the clip. We will come back and talk because yes, there is a lot. When you see the clip, you're going to be like, what? Huh? There's going to be a lot of let's get to it.
Supporters, even though we're not at the RNC, we're not at the rally, we come here and we support him just the same because we love him and he's our president.
That's right.
What are the major reasons why you're out here supporting Trump?
Well, I want to come out here and show my support and appreciation for him, that he's still in the race and he's still fighting, because any other normal person, Joe Biden would have got shot, do you think he'd still be running? He would have declared that he's retiring immediately. This is truly a chosen...
He wouldn't know he was shot until they told him.
Trump truly is a chosen one. I believe he's like a star seed. And I believe he has someone around him protecting him, whether it's a fallen ancestor that's gone before him. Because by the grace of whoever... I'm a witch, I don't worship Jesus, but we all have common sense and we all support this man.
He was about to say, by the grace of God. This woman's about to have an awakening. She's about to have a spiritual encounter, and she is wrestling with it. Can't you all see it? She was about to say, by the grace of God. Well, honey, before it's all over with, how many of you know she gonna be yelling hallelujah and Jesus Christ has set me free from every bondage and every captivity of my soul? I can see it coming. This is what I'm talking about. This is the great revival. This is what it's all about. The winning of souls. This is not just an election. This is not, I want to repeat, this is not your typical election. This is different, people.
He's trying to put America first, but I truly believe someone or some superpower is protecting that man, because he turned his head at the right second that saved his life. and I'm just in all over that. But they're doing everything in their power to make sure that he is not put back on the White House. That should be your first question. Why are they doing that? What's so bad? And then before you go, well, this and that, look back and under 4 years of Donald Trump, what was so bad with Donald Trump? I'm a Democrat. I hated Trump. And then in 2018, I started realizing, why do I hate him? And then I started coming to these things, little functions, and just talking to people. And I realized that Trump is standing up for the things that I stand up for. And thank God that they didn't take him out. And I don't know what else to say. I'm just in awe. I know that there was somebody that worked on the January 6th committee that posted something about make sure you take some gun practicing stuff or whatever before you go out there and try to assassinate. I want those same people to say that when Joe Biden gets a bullet. Sorry, I'm just a little angry, and I'm a New Yorker.
So what you said that you realize that Trump supports the things that you support?
Correct.
What are those things? What are the
building
major
a wall, putting America first, make America great again. Someone asked me, well, what does that mean? When was America ever great? I believe when America made their own appliances, their own cars, their own clothes, we produced our own food, we built our own infrastructure, everything. I believe that's when America was great. So let's do that. Let's build all our products in America. Let's make all our clothes here. Let's produce all our food here. That's what. Let's bring I'm someone living with HIV. None of my HIV medication is made in America. It's made in Canada. It's made in Italy. It's made in New Zealand. Let's make all this over here. Let's bring those jobs to America. So that's how we can make America great again.
So as someone with serious health concerns, you feel that his approach to the healthcare system is better than what
I hate
Democrats
Obamacare.
are offering?
Obamacare sucks. As a transgender, I don't support tax dollars being wasted. The clinic, I won't say the name of the clinic I go to. It's a huge transgender HIV clinic in New York City.
All right, we had to stop right there, because if you were like me, that was a twist. That was like plot twist. What did you just say? She's a transgender, you all. This is going to speak volumes, right? Because you think she would be playing for the other team. But this is why I say I know that there's a shift that's taking place in her heart. That God is softening his heart. And he will come to his true identity. And I think it's great to have an inside look at how, coming from a transgender, how even he feels about the pushing of sexual identity, the pushing of laws and policies that allow children to change their anatomy. Even he is against it. We'll just keep listening.
And all the transgenders that are going in there right now that are undocumented, un-American, illegal aliens or immigrants, tax dollars are paying for the breast augmentation, the facial feminization, the gender reveal. That's $122,000 for each of those individuals, and your tax dollars are paying for it.
So you mean to tell me, let me tell you where your tax dollars going. Everywhere you don't want it to go. Your tax dollars going to pay for transgender assignments so they can go get them some breasts, so they can be more feminine looking. I can't get no enhancements. I can't get nothing for free. But my tax dollars is going to cover your beauty enhancements and alterations to things that I don't even believe in. Y'all better wake up.
But we can't pay to house homeless Americans, but we're paying to house illegal aliens and giving them food. Yeah, I have a big problem with that. I support Trump 100%.
You mentioned that you're trans.
I am
right?
trans, yeah.
And when I speak to people who are opposed to Trump, Democrats who are going to vote for Biden,
No matter what.
Trans issues are one of the top things that they mention.
But what
reasons that they're supporting Biden and they don't like Trump?
So they're playing that's the reason why I announced to everyone I'm trans, because I am playing identity politics. I am trans. I'll be happy to show you my penis. But the thing is, what is Trump doing that's against policy that's against trans? What policy did Trump say that's against trans people? Because I don't support trans women competing with women. I don't think gender reassignment or gender confirmation surgery or even HRT, hormone replacement therapy, should be given to trans youth.
Can we just stop for a moment and give this man a round of applause, okay? Because despite his or her identity, they understand that these things should not be forced on others. How you decide and what you decide to be and who you want to call yourself, I don't have to sign up for it. I don't have to come into agreement with that. And I just want to give him a round of applause. Listen, there is a restorative work that is coming. Don't y'all wish that we could see the follow-up of this story? Because how many of you know that some changes gonna be coming, right?
So what policy is Trump stopping me from seceding? I like the fact that Trump doesn't put a policy or identity politics of like trans, LGBT. He just puts American policies, American first. I'm trans, but yeah, I'm American. So I have the same rights as every other American citizen. If I want to have facial feminization surgery, I can pay for it and go do it. Great. But I don't think children should do it.
We just give him a round of applause, because my tax dollars should not have to go forth to pay for you wanting to transform yourself into whatever it is you decide you want to be for the day. You know, I think that this is so important because she said something that was very key. I am American first. I have the same rights as all Americans, and I don't get any tax dollars to go and enhance myself to be the best Maryland that I want to be. I gotta pay for everything for myself, right? I want to go to a facial. I want to go get some things done. Guess what? You gonna have to pay for it. Ain't no tax dollars set aside because you decided you want to be a superstar and you want to look a certain way. It ain't no mommy and me makeovers, tax write-offs, right? But yet we get to put our tax dollars and pay for things like gender reassignments. Heck to the no. Let's give him a round of applause, you all. Keep speaking.
I think you gonna let a child vote? You gonna let a child drive a car? You gonna let children have sex? I don't think you should let a child cut off their penis.
The events yesterday, what did that change for you?
For me, I'm a little disappointed in Trump because you would think who he is, he would just have more knowledge of the people that are around him. I really think he needs his family, if they ever see this video, someone cut this and send it to his children. Trump, you really need to watch the surroundings who you employ because somebody's out to get you. Really. Somebody from within. So that's what has changed for me. I'm a little disappointed that Trump's not aware of his surroundings.
You is smart. You is so kind, so helpful. I mean, I'm really enjoying the nuggets of common sense wisdom that she is dropping that most people are letting fly right over their head. I am so enjoying just listening to people awaken to just pure common sense. So refreshing.
I believe there are people that are puppets that wear this hat but aren't really on the America First policy agenda that are around him. That's changed for me because I thought his whole team and his crew were all A bullets. He got A bullets or A shots before they took him out. There's no way that would have ever happened if that was a Barack Obama or Bill Clinton or whoever.
I'm gonna need somebody to go get this woman a common sense medal. I'm gonna need to go give her some. Y'all, this is beautiful. This almost brings tears to my eyes because she said something that was so full of wisdom. She said this could have never happened or would have never happened if it was Obama or the Clintons. Why? Because there's been a glitch in the matrix. Let's keep watching.
Trump really needs to get his people together and strategize because something's not right with that. There's no way he should have been able to get 8 bullets. That's crazy.
are you optimistic about the election? We're here in New York City, in the middle of Manhattan,
Right.
and it's a very Democratic area.
Well, I'm a Democrat. I wear this hat almost every single day. Granted, I don't live in the city hardly anymore. I still have my apartment here. But you see this hat on people every day now in New York. So
Wow, she said, you see this hat I'm wearing, this MAGA hat, this MAGA 2024 hat in New York City is common. You are seeing it everywhere. Why? Because people are awakening. And unless they try to rig this thing, unless they try to take it, listen, they like to steal now. People be like, oh, they didn't steal the 2020 such and such. Okay, you keep believing that if you want to. All right. This is going to be so big, you all. People are going to be showing up in droves. This is going to be historical. Landslide. We got to make this thing too big, too rig. You understand what I'm saying? But when you got New Yorkers wearing Make America Great Again hats, when you got people in California talking about Make America Great Again.
Trump threw a huge rally in the South Bronx. I want to see Joe Biden do that. New York's changing. I don't know if Trump's going to be able to take it, but it's definitely somewhere he's going to compete and hopefully maybe change it.
When you say you're a Democrat, what do you mean by that?
I'm a registered Democrat. I've been a Democrat my whole life. I've never voted for a Republican in my life till Trump.
Okay, so
I didn't vote for Trump in 2016.
Okay.
I voted for Hillary in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, when I talk to people who say that they switched, that they're voting to Trump.
Hashtag walk away.
They've kind of switched parties,
right.
They've left the Democratic Party entirely.
I would say don't switch parties on paper because if you're in a blue city, you want to vote in any special election for the weakest Democrat candidate. So if there is a chance of a Republican candidate and there's a face-off, you can vote for the weakest Democrat. So I would say stay registered as a Democrat just so you can vote for the weakest Democrat candidate.
Okay, so when you say that you're still a Democrat, is that just a voting strategy, or?
Yeah. Okay. I'm still registered as a Democrat. I just haven't gone and changed my ID and update that. If that was the case, I would go do it.
Right.
But I like the idea because I'm still registered in New York City to be a voter. So why would I register as a Republican? I want to vote in any special elections. So it's a strategy, of course, obviously, yeah.
But it's not that there are other Democrats that you would still vote for.
For the president, Trump's the only person.
Not for the presidency, but down ballot for local.
I think if you're a local election, which should only be for citizens and not illegal aliens to vote in, but I think that if you're a Democrat with some the Democrats today aren't the Democrats 20 years ago. The Democrats today are so crazy radicalized. Like, once again, they are pro-children having gender reassignment surgery. That's radical. Like, that's crazy. That's absurd. Like, they don't know the consequences of that. So I wouldn't vote for a Democrat, like, realistically. I'm only going to vote for the weakest candidate so he can be challenged by an opponent. But the Democrats today, they don't have any common sense. It's like they're all Democrats socialists. Like, AOC, why is she still in Washington, D.C.? How is she a millionaire already? You get what you pay for. So
is she? I'm not sure if that's a rumor or if that's true.
Go look at her war chest. That's her money. Yeah, $174,000 a year. That's her salary. Ask her to release her bank statements for the last few years that she's been in Washington, D.C. You're gonna gag. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to say to other New Yorkers, other Americans about the election going forward?
Just have common sense. And, during June for Gay Pride, I had Pride to be American, and I held up the American flag and threw down my transgender flag. Because why are we doing a whole month of being proud LGBT but not having any pride to be Americans? Like, you see people burning the American flag, but it's a hate crime to burn the pride flag. Make it make sense. That's not logical. Like, I don't get it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Y'all, was that not a really good, insightful interview into the look of how people are thinking and what their perspective is? I always like to hear a different point of view coming from a whole different lens, and I think we got that today. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for always being a part of the channel, supporting and having ears to hear. And I'll see you really soon. I'm gonna get some rest. I'm gonna make some tea, hang out with the boys, and enjoy what's left of the day. And I think you should too. Remember, you are the head, not the tail, above only, never beneath. Love you.